Goodbye, Tiny 4.
With housing prices going wild during the pandemic and Halifax loosening the rules and allowing backyard suites, more people are jumping on the tiny house movement.
But I think it's a good thing. I think it was foolish that you couldn't tell somebody how small of a home they could live in. I mean, you should be able to live in what you want to live in. I think it's about time. My name is Roger Gallant, and I build small, simple, solar, off-grid homes. I have not missed being hooked up to the grid. I've not waken up cold. I've not waken up without power. So I started the business to build the first home, and then I built a second home for myself, and then I built a third home for myself. And after the third home, I decided to start building for other people, and that was 2018.
All right, let's walk inside and look.
It takes me generally, in a container nowadays, somewhere between 300 to 400 hours to build a home.
Let's do a quick walkthrough for you.
I started building in shipping containers, and that's what I focus on now. You get the entire home, the outside of the home done for nowadays, in today's market, about $9,000, and really you're modifying the inside to live in, cutting out windows, doors.
Pantry.
It's 100% solar. All the solar panels will provide your electrical needs. I use propane to heat my water and propane to cook on. My personal, I spend less than $200 a year in propane on my home. I can park it anywhere that a truck can drive. My personal home is 12 by 8 by 10 feet tall. Square footage interior is about 87 square feet. I call it 5-level split tiny home.
Tiny 1.1.
There's 2 little pop-ups for bedrooms on the top.
Just a little something I was working on.
Still fully mobile, still can be dragged anywhere, and still 100% off-grid and solar. Most of the people that I build tiny homes for are either a 1-person or a 2-person. There's been families who have 1 child too.
The stairs up to the bedroom.
The nice thing is all these homes are expandable. You can always go up, you can go sideways, you can drop another container beside it, you can do what you want. Once you start making the home too big, it's not as mobile as maybe it was, but that may not be something you require.
Sinks to be installed. Over here in the kitchen.
I face a lot of the same crunches that other people do, like the lack of wood, the cost of wood, the pricing, the availability, all of that. But because it's on such a smaller scale, obviously it makes it a little easier. But I mean, my costs to build a home have gone up significantly from when I first started this. They're still a heck of a lot better price than a large home, but you know, it has gone up. You're not going to beat inflation by waiting for the price of the home to be cheap enough for you to buy. So I always tell people, if you can do it now. They can be hooked up to regular maritime power, all of that. If you're looking to get rid of those bills, maybe you don't want to go in the city, but absolutely, a home like this could be taken into the city. A lot of the younger people just are not into having this large debt and having, you know, 6 couches and you know, all kinds of rooms that all of a sudden they have to go buy furniture and put in. They want to live a simpler life. They want to travel. They want to be more outdoors. They want more of their take-home money to go towards themselves, not stuff.
40-foot shipping container. Turned into a tiny house.
I'm not trying to save the world 1 tiny house at a time. I lived in a large home and I looked at the expenses associated with it, and I just thought it didn't make sense for me anymore. I have no electrical bill, I have no water bill. I live in the country, a lot different than living in a municipality. My land taxes are very low. It allows me for a much freer life than my old life. For 30 years, I was a manager and worked for large companies and did the 40 to 45-hour work week. I just stopped it all, and I find most of my time now goes towards my own home or my own business, or yeah, it's freedom.